The countdown has begun and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is geared up to present her third budget, a budget that will set the context for India's future growth. While it is the most awaited budget, India has seen many memorable budgets in the past. Let's take you down the memory lane. Independent India's first ever budget was presented by Shanmugham Chetty on November 26, 1947 under the Jawaharlal Nehru government, while the second budget was presented by Finance Minister John Mathai under the Nehru government that created the roadmap for the Planning Commission, which divided resources between centre and states with maximum effectiveness. The year 1973 was when India was going through acute financial distress. Fiscal deficit went past 550 crores, but Yashwantrao Chavan's black budget was heavily criticized for the nationalization of coal mines and general insurance companies and the Indian Copper Corp. VP Singh's 1986 budget came to be known as the carrot and stick budget. It took the first step towards dismantling license Raj in India and introduced indirect tax reforms in the country. The budget of 1991 rewrote history for India, commonly known as the Epochal budget, when Mohan Singh overhauled the import-export policies and made India a more global trade-friendly country and marked the beginning of economic liberalization. P. Chidambaram's budget in 1997 was called the Dream Budget because it unleashed major tax reforms, slashed maximum marginal income tax rate, reduced the income tax rate for domestic companies, and simplification of excise duty structure were among the steps he took. While Yashwant Sinha's Millennium Budget in 2000 marked the beginning of India's rise as a digital economy, the budget revolutionized the Indian IT sector by phasing out incentives on software exporters and lowering custom duty on 21 such items such as computers and related accessories. In 2002, the budget presented by Yashwant Sinha is commonly remembered as the Rollback budget. Among other things, Finance Minister Sinha's announcements like fertilizer subsidies and tax rebate for higher income groups were met with a strong opposition and eventually rolled back. One of the most dreaded budgets for investors, however, was the 2012 budget by Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee, who introduced GAR during his budget speech. The general anti-avoidance rule was targeted at arrangements or transactions made specifically to avoid taxes. While 2017 was a budget of many firsts, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley made many noticeable changes to the biggest and the most important financial event of the year. The date of the budget speech was advanced to the 1st of February and Railway and Union budget were merged, ending a 92-year-old tradition, and it was also the first ever paperless budget in India's history. With these memorable budgets in mind, we certainly look forward to Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's third budget and await the measures which will act as a vaccine for India's growth. Ruchi Bhatia with Konica Bhatt, ET Now, New Delhi.